Welcome to Small Business Saturday.
Welcome to Small Business Saturdays video series with your host and my husband.
And my dad, Aaron Montgomery.
Join the conversation.
Let's talk some business.
All right. Good afternoon. Hello, everybody. How are you? Welcome into Small Business Saturdays. My name is Aaron Montgomery, and you can find me over at aaronmontgomery.info. In fact, I'm going to pull up some information here. Always got to love producing and talking all at the same time. There we go. We'll scroll that across the bottom there. If you want to go check me out, it's aaronmontgomery.info is where you can check me out at. So welcome into Small Business Saturdays here. A little later than I had anticipated. Had a bit of a rough night last night. The little guy, he's 8, so he's not really a little guy anymore. My son Lewis, who you heard at the start of the intro there, or at the end of the intro, saying, "Let's talk some business." He just got done with his first week of summer camp, and I think just all the new changes and germs and fun stuff like that. Just he didn't sleep very well last night, and we were all up a few times last night. So 7 a.m. Was not going to happen this morning. I tried my best, so but we did get off to volleyball practice and had a blast. So yes, Terry, multitasker. That's me. I am better yet. I'm also easily distracted. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, a couple quick house cleaning things here before I get started. We're going to talk about transactional emails here today. But first, some of you know I've posted a few things out there, and I'm trying to keep my excitement in check here a little bit because I still got a little ways to go before it happens. But I am getting ready on the 30th of June. And Cindy, hello. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. Thanks for joining me this afternoon, and looking forward to hearing your feedback and what any thoughts you guys have on transactional emails here in just a moment. But anyhow, June 30th, I am going to a workshop, I guess you would call it, seminar, something along those lines. It's called One Day to Greatness, and it is about this. Let's see if we can get that in there. Let's see. The success principles. The gentleman's name is Jack Canfield, who's putting it on. And for those of you that don't know who Jack Canfield is, he is the co-author of Chicken Soup for the Soul. But his main focus, thrust, mission is educating people to be their better self. So this book here is actually one that I'm reading again, have read before. There's 67 success principles in it that just really hit home for me. So anyways, I'm going to this event on the 30th of June up in Chicago, Illinois. And I actually happened to get a free ticket, at least one, maybe two free tickets to give out to this event. So my wife, Kylene, is going to join me as well. So that's already all taken care of. But I've got at least two, definitely one, maybe two, maybe a little bit more. I'm not sure what's going to happen with Kylene's extra tickets. You get some extra tickets with these if you signed up in time. And I'm not sure if we got her signed up in time. Anyhow, short story, really long. I've got at least one free ticket to this event. So here's the deal. I would like to offer it up to any of you guys listening. And there just went a fly right by me. Sorry about that. I'd like to offer it up to any of you guys listening here today. And yeah, so basically first come, first served. I'm just going to pop it up here. If you email me, Aaron, and there it is right there, kind of a little bit small, but Aaron@montcoconsulting.com, and just let me know you would like to go to the Jack Canfield event. It is completely free. The tickets didn't cost me anything. So it's a win-win situation. It is all day, the 30th, and I can get you more details. But the first person who emails me will be the first person who gets the ticket. If I get extra tickets, I will also get to the next person that emails me. So just Aaron@montcoconsulting, email me and let me know you would like to join me at the Jack Canfield One Day to Greatness seminar. I think the normal ticket prices are about $150, $200, something like that. So that's a free value. You just have to be in the Chicago area all day on the 30th of June. So anyhow, let me know. Like I said, my email address is right up there. So hit me up, Aaron@montcoconsulting.com, and I will get you that ticket, hopefully. All right, Tammy, thank you. Appreciate you joining us this afternoon. I appreciate you tuning in and coming to the later time here today. I talked a little earlier about why we couldn't do it this morning, but anyhow, all good stuff. All right, guys. So do we want to go ahead and dive in? I think it's probably a worthwhile endeavor to get into the meat of this here today so we can all get on to our Saturdays. One other quick note is those of you that missed it, make sure you go back and find it. I did an SEO talk with a friend of mine, Will Hankey, and I think that was in early January that we did that. I think January 12th-ish sounds about right. And Will joined us to talk about SEO. He's the smartest SEO guy I know. And so anyhow, the reason I'm shouting out to Will is that this evening is his birthday party, and I am excited to go join him and have a beer with him. So Will Hankey, Red Canoe Media, check him out. Great guy. And again, the best SEO expert that I know. And he's actually helping Kylene and I with weheart.biz. So we're already doing great things over there on that side of things. So good stuff there. All right. So happy birthday to Will. All right. Notes. Everything's in front of me. Let's do this. And as you guys have questions, comments, your suggestions, first and foremost, who knows what a transactional email is? When I first started talking about doing this little show here, the question was, well, what the heck is a transactional email? So that became the title of the show here today. Let's give you a quick second to get your answers up there. Gonna have just finished mowing the lawn, so enjoying a beer here as well. All right, so any guesses on what a transactional email is? Or anybody know what a transactional email is? It doesn't even have to be a guess. Well, as with a lot of marketing terms, it's just a fancy way of saying any emails that happen between the transactions of doing business throughout the day. So it could be as simple as Cindy, clueless. Not true, Cindy, but maybe about transactional emails. Again, it's really just a fancy way of saying the emails that are the normal transactions of operating your business. So if somebody's asking for information, if you're responding to a request, if you're sending out a proof. Let's see here. I wrote down a couple of other things. When somebody orders something, the receipt that they get as that invoice receipt that gets emailed to them. Maybe you're shipping something, so the tracking information that you send them. Those are all transactional emails. And the thing about transactional emails that I think most people miss, myself included for a very long time, and I still know that I got a long way to go to really master this art. But the thing about transactional emails, of all the emails that people get in their email boxes each day, those are the ones that get opened the most. Now, I could go and dig up a whole bunch of stats and waste your time with all that, but just go look it up. Go look up transactional email open rates and read some of the information and some of the studies that have been done there. The transactional email open rate is massive because people are expecting them. They placed an order. They expect to get a receipt. They know that you're going to ship the product in 3 or 4 days, so they're looking for that tracking number. Well, what happens though is most of us just use those transactional emails as what they are, just emails to pass some basic information. And that's great. And that's what the focus of them should be. But this is also a huge, huge, huge missed opportunity to promote our business, to promote other things, to get people signed up for your email, to get them to be part of your tribe, to encourage them to post pictures of the things that you've sold to them. Whatever the case may be, whatever your goal might be within these transactional emails, you should spend as much time on your transactional emails and making them look good, making them be functional, making them have the right information, and then making them also have a call to action on them, that those transactional emails become the workhorse for you, become the tools that gain you more business. And so you're marketing all the time. So even once you've sent them that tracking number or that receipt or that proof to approve, you're still marketing all at the same time. Maybe it's a, hey, recommend me to your friend and get 10% off your next order, or those kinds of things. So those are transactional emails, and that's what they are. So let's talk a little bit about what we want to do inside of these transactional emails. One other transactional emails that we didn't talk about, and this is what I'm going to actually show you once I dive into Mailchimp here, is abandoned cart emails. Those are transactional emails. Hey, you forgot something in your cart and you left. So let's talk about those transactional emails. Anybody have any other examples of a transactional email or some other information that you think might be a good thing to work on? I'll give you guys a second to get to that while I get this up over here. Okay. And then I need to get this down so it's not in the way so we can see it all. All right. So we are here in Mailchimp right now. And this is just what my wife's got going on with We Heart Biz, and we've been building this together. So as you can see, we've got a couple here. There's a few more that we need to do, and we're working on all these all the time. But let's take a look here first at this welcome message. And I'm just going to pull it up. Hopefully I clicked on the right thing. Let's get that pulled up for you. Spinning. All right. And, oh, come on. Well, all right. That was not what I wanted to do. I haven't gone and previewed this for a long time. So where do I find that? Hold on 1 second. Oh boy, Eric, very good points, man. Thank you. Yeah. And we'll come back and wrap this up with, just some ideas and thoughts here. So, all right, we're getting back to that. We're going to get back to this, and all right, we'll edit it. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. This makes for a great show when I can't even get to the right place, huh? Fun stuff. No, it's all good. So, hey, if you guys are catching this here on the podcast side of this, which you can catch over at smallbusinesssaturdayspodcast.com, to see what I've got going on here in Mailchimp, make sure that you get over to my Facebook page at facebook.com/aaronmontgomery.info, and then you can see what we're talking about here as well. All right. So we're going to pause and edit, and that way we can see what we've got going on here. I want to get to what Terry said here real quick as well, and Eric. Terry says, I send emails with invoices, tracking numbers, and ask about their work crew and family members. I don't make it generic. I make it very personal. Terry, virtual high five. That is awesome. See, and here's the thing about that. See, I know Terry a little bit. She was on the show with me here, and we've had a chance to talk on a personal level a little bit. Here's the thing that works so well with what Terry's doing there. That is who Terry is. She is a very personable. She is a very likable. She's somebody that truly cares about her customers, and it shows. And so that's who she is, and that's what she's going to do. And that's the way your transactional emails should be. They should kind of be the extension of you. All right. So good stuff there, Terry. Like I said, virtual high five. Eric Campbell of ericcampbell.com fame, and also the producer of Two Regular Guys and man of many hats and talents. He says, what a great time to preemptively give information to reduce support and service questions or to sell further products, etc. Very cool concept. Buyers' journeys are very interesting, but I haven't managed to use them to their fullest extent. Well, here we go, Eric. In fact, Eric, I'm calling you out right now live. You and I need to get on the show here and talk about some things. I know we talked about some things in the past, but I'm putting myself on notice that I need to make that happen, Eric. All right. So, and maybe we can talk through the buyer journey part a little bit too. All right. So here we go. We're going to get into this. So this is the welcome message that people get when you sign up for the email for the email newsletter from We Heart Biz, and it's loading. And of course, while I'm doing live video, this moves very, very slowly. So as you can see here, we basically just said, hey, thanks for connecting. We're going to tell them a little bit about, what it is that they've just signed up for, so they have an idea of what they've signed up for. We're also going to tell them, hey, you know what? Unsubscribe at any time. We don't want you to hit the spam button. I don't know if I've ever talked about this on the show before, but if I have not, that is the worst thing that could happen to you when you're sending out emails is for people to hit the spam button. You want them to unsubscribe. If they unsubscribe, no problem. That's better because you don't get a black eye in the email providers' minds. You're not going to end up in Gmail spam folder or Yahoo spam folder or whatever. But if they hit the spam button, you're going to get a black eye. If they hit unsubscribe, no problem. They've just moved on. Okay, so get off that pulpit for a moment there. So you want to tell them, hey, you can unsubscribe. Our goal is to support you. We want to be there for you. And as a special thanks, we're going to give them a 25% off code to use. So there you go. So that's the welcome email. Let's get back to some of the other ones that we've got here. So there's one kind of transactional email. They've signed up for the email list. Like I said, proofs, order tracking, receipts, all sorts of things like that. All right. So let's get to another one here because these are my favorites. And this is, to me, where we've been able to really showcase kind of our personalities and some things like that. So we've got some abandoned cart emails that we send, and that we actually send a series of 3 of these things. And we're going to edit this. I'm just going to have to pause it for a second to get there. I didn't even think about that. Pause all emails. All right, and we're just going to look at the one. Well, we'll look at them all here real quick. Okay, so with the abandoned cart emails, if you've put something into your cart and then you leave, we also then send an email, and we tried to make it personal. We tried to make it fun, and we tried to make it something that hopefully people would at least get a kick out of. All right, so it's loading up here, and for those of you who don't know, we have a little cockapoo. In fact, she's laying to my right here, and she is my little princess, and we call her the Chief Cute Officer. And Joey the dog, Josephine is her name. It's a girl dog. So we said, hey, Joey found your shopping bag, and you left some awesome stuff in it. So she was pretty worried. Why don't you come back and check it out? And we put the products on there. We give them an easy button that shows up that they can get right back to it. And then we just kind of explain, hey, thanks for letting us have a little fun with our special pet, Joey. She's our little princess, but seriously, we want you to heart the opportunity to win. We would heart the opportunity to win your business. We know that sometimes people don't choose to check out because they have more questions. We'd love to answer any of your questions you may have on these products, as our partners mean the world to us. And we give information on how you can contact us. So there's one. So that goes 1 hour after they've left the shopping cart. All right. And then we got another one that goes 24 hours later. It's another picture of Joey saying, hey, she's really, really concerned, but so that's kind of funny. We'll skip over that one because I want to get to the 3-day one here and not waste everybody's whole afternoon away here. Happy to share any of these things with you guys, or just go put something in your cart at weheartbiz.com and leave, and these will get to you and you can check them out. So there's my son, Lewis. We told him to make a funny, sad face, and that's what he came up with. And said Joey just couldn't take it any longer, so she left the bag to. So she left the bag to Lewis, and he has to go put it away soon. Here's your last chance to check out and grab these personalized gifts and brand-enhancing products you left in your online shopping bag. We want to help set you apart from the crowd, so let us know what we can do. And we go on to say, now, as I've said before, we use heart instead of love, the opportunity to win your business. And again, we just kind of explaining, hey, we know that maybe there's more questions, concerns, let us know. Again, list what products they've left there, give them an easy return to checkout. And then here's the next part. We also pop up a few products that might not be what they had in their shopping cart, but they are related. Again, so you can set up, we use Shopify, and we've linked that in with Mailchimp, and you can set all that up on the e-commerce side. All right, so there's a couple of quick examples of kind of transactional emails. Now, the same thing needs to be done, and I'm just going to come back over here, and we'll leave Mailchimp for now. If I can get back to the right button, there we go. Hey, I'm back. All right. So there's those things. But let's go back into a little more kind of nuts and bolts details. So let's say a little more common example in our world is you need to send somebody a proof to approve. Most of the time, we just send that from our regular email, or maybe we have some sort of a mock-up generator we use or something like that. Well, here's the deal. I want you guys to go take a look at it, and I want you to go through that particular email with a fine-tooth comb. And I'm going to guess that most of it reads like, if you approve this, we're going to take your first child. It's all on you. If you screw up, things are going to be terrible, and we won't take any responsibility for anything. And please sign this proof and get it back to us immediately, because if you don't get it back to us immediately, we won't be able to produce your job. And hey, Mr. Customer, we kind of think you're a terrible person, so we've got to spell all these things out. Just a guess. That's a lot of the proof emails that I've seen. So if yours sounds a little bit like that, or even a lot like that, change it. Okay. Yes, you need to get the details in there to make sure that everybody's on the same page. So get rid of all of the generalizations, get rid of all of the assumptions, and just put the fine points in there. So instead of saying, if you don't get this back to us, it's going to be late, switch that up and say, hey, we know that you are just as excited about this project as we are. We want to make sure that we get it to you as quickly as possible. The sooner we can get this proof back from you, the sooner we will be able to get to work on this and make this wonderful, amazing project for you. Okay. Now let's talk about them having to sign off on the proof. If you screw this up, it's all going to be wrong and blah, blah, blah. Again, flip that switch and say, hey, we are, again, very excited about doing this project for you. We know that when people get excited, we go quickly and sometimes we miss something. But not only are we excited about making this for you, but we're excited about getting it 100% right for you. We need your help. So please go through this proof as closely and quickly as you can and carefully as you can. And let us know if you have questions. If anything seems a little off, let us know. If anything stands out that you don't understand, let us know. But let's make sure together we get this right. Okay, so think about those two things. How did we just switch up that entire email? We're still doing the same thing. We're still getting the proof back quickly. We're still making sure that they're looking at it as closely as they can. But instead of us assuming that the customer is a terrible person and they're going to screw it up and they're going to come back and yell at us later on, we've assumed that we love our customers and we just want to make sure that everything goes well for everybody. So then nobody's going to come yell at us. The customer's going to get what they expect. Everybody's going to be happy and we all win, right? So look at all of those transactional emails that you send. The tracking is the same way. Don't just let the generic tracking thing from UPS or FedEx or post office or ShipStation or whatever it uses. Don't just send that. Okay. If that's what you're sending for your tracking, stop immediately. Things like Mailchimp or something like that, even within like a ShipStation, you can brand that, you can customize it, you can give them a map to follow that package from point A to point B. So think about all of the transactional emails that you send throughout the course of a day at your business, and then go back and look at all of them and look at them from the viewpoint of the customer receiving them. I don't want you to change what you're trying to get across. I want to change how you're delivering that message. And then also think about the fact that, hey, I've got this person's attention that's clearly a buyer. They're clearly interested in my business, and I have their attention right now. What can I slip in there that might help them out, that might give them another brilliant idea? Maybe they're buying shirts and you know what? They also need some tumblers. Or maybe they're buying hats and they could also use a couple polo shirts and they didn't even know you did that, or something along those lines. So think about all of your transactional emails, go through them, and I want you guys, I'm going to assign you a little homework. I don't know. I always assign homework, it feels like, doesn't it? So I hope that doesn't bother anybody, but I'd like to, I'd enjoy it if you guys would go back and look at all your transactional emails this week and get back with me with which ones you have changed and how you change them. In exchange for you providing me with that information, I will also provide you with any ideas I have about any updates to anything. So if you get stuck on one, or if you don't know exactly how to word something, I'm not saying I have all the answers. What I'm saying is that I am available as a sounding board for you at any point. All right. So for those of you that have had an opportunity to send me some of your business plan stuff and things like that, you'll know that that's what I get excited about. That's what I love doing. I love interacting. I love that challenge of thinking about things in a different way. All right. So there's my email, aaron@montcoconsulting.com. There's no charge for any of this stuff. I do it because I love it. And this industry has given so much to me that it's the least I can do is just to give a little bit back here. Okay. All right, guys. So reminder from the top, June 30th. If you missed that part, June 30th, 2019, I'm going to the One Day to Greatness by Jack Canfield, who is the author of this book, The Success Principles, but he's a little bit more well-known for Chicken Soup for the Souls. And I have a free ticket to go to that event, free general admission ticket. I think it's about $150, $200 value. So if you email me, aaron@montcoconsulting.com, the first person that emails me that would like that ticket will get it. Okay. So easy peasy, lemon squeezy, right? Any other questions, comments, thoughts before we wrap this up here today? All right, guys. While you guys are thinking about those questions or comments or whatnot, I do also want to remind you guys that these are coming out as podcast versions about every Saturday. It's a brand new service that I'm using called the Podcast Matrix, and they're making some updates here and there. So I think we were a little late this last Saturday, but we try to get them out there every Saturday for you. And they're basically replays of these videos in an audio version. So Small Business Saturdays podcast, Saturdays with an S is important there. Small Business Saturdays podcast.com with an S. And if you'll click on one of the episodes and scroll down, you can subscribe myriad of ways. Apple, Google, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spotify, all sorts of different ways to subscribe to that podcast. All right. So there we go. Terry, again, we're on the same page today. There, virtual high five. Love it. Terry says the email doesn't need to read as a quote legal document. You get more with sugar than vinegar. Absolutely. So think about that. Here's what happens though when we change the way that our proof information goes out, or when our quotes go out the door, is we were burned once before. This is what happens. We got burned, and so then we get mad. So then we go in and we change our document, but we're mad when we change our document. So we change it to be, hey, you're an idiot. You screwed up. You screwed me over last time, and I'm not going to let that happen to me again, is the way it comes across as. So that's why I say, go back to all of those transactional emails that you send out, reread them, flip the switch, and then also add a call to action in there because you now have their attention. You have a ready and willing and interested participant in your business right in front of you. And all you have to do is ask them to buy some more stuff. And they're going to love buying more stuff from you because they already love doing business with you. All right. So good stuff there. Thank you, Terry. Anything else before we call it a day, everyone? All right, that's all I've got for today. You know what? I'm not sure what we have on the schedule. Let me look. Why not? Let's look. That makes for a great show. Next Saturday, I'm actually going to be traveling. So I'm going to be up in Indiana. My grandmother, who passed away many years ago, but she would have been 100 this year. And her family has a reunion every year. And so in honor of her 100th birthday, I'm going up there. My mom is coming to meet us here in St. Louis on Tuesday, actually. And then on Friday, we're driving up after the Two Regular Guys podcast. So I'm going to be up in Indiana. So I'll probably be at the hotel and just check in. I will check in and, do some, I don't know what we'll talk about. You know what? I may just open it up and let you guys comment and bring your questions and bring your thoughts. And I'm sure we'll talk something marketing related. I'll try to come up with something between now and then. But if you guys have suggestions, and I know I've got lots of good stuff from you already, so maybe I'll pull something out of there as well. But give me your suggestions, give me your thoughts, give me your ideas. Cindy says, I like the idea of making it fun. I'm sure my customers will like it. Cindy, this is perfectly up your alley. I love following you on Instagram and the other places. You are so much fun. And so just keep that personality, keep adding that personality into what you're doing across the board. Everything that you put out there, just keep that personality the same and make it some fun. Like I said, we really enjoyed putting together those emails with our dog and our son, and just thinking, oh, how can we be fun with this, and how can this reflect our personalities? So that is a great show. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. And I'm looking forward to having you to have another great show. And Terry says, have another beer and enjoy your day. Get some family reunion t-shirts for celebrating your grandmother. That is a fantastic idea. I wonder if they've done that. I'm kind of just a guest, but hey, I should really step up my game here. I am in the industry, right, Terry? All right. Anybody know anybody that makes t-shirts? Wink, wink. All right, you guys, have a great rest of your Saturday, and I will talk to you guys next Saturday. Don't know what time yet, but let me know what time works best for you too. All right, have an awesome one. See ya. Oh, sorry, we're not out yet. Cindy just had another fantastic comment. I know, right? I'm sure the girls and their horses would work well. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. You know what? I cannot wait. In fact, you have to send me that. You have to send me that email, Cindy. That'll be awesome. I'm looking forward to that. Terry says, I've got ink. Wink, wink. Yes. CMO Screen Printing Supply is where to go to get your screen printing ink and all sorts of other great stuff. Terry. All right, you guys are too awesome. Thank you very much. Have an awesome Saturday, and we will catch you next Saturday.